Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just showered and started doing my skincare routine and wanted to finish it with you guys. I decided that I wanted to kind of change up my skincare routine. I've been using the same products for forever and I have just been absolutely loving Charlotte Tilbury skincare. So I'm going to share all Charlotte Tilbury skincare with you guys today. I have been using these products and absolutely loving them. So I have been using her magic cream for years. I absolutely love it. It is a holy grail product for me. I cannot be without it. It is my daytime skincare moisturizer and it wears beautifully under makeup. You could use it as a makeup primer. It's just the absolute best. And when I heard she was coming out with her new collagen oil, I knew I absolutely wanted to try it. I have tried a couple oils here and there, and I've never truly found one that I absolutely love, but spoiler alert, this one is phenomenal. When I placed the collagen oil order, I decided to repurchase Charlotte's Magic Serum. I have purchased this before and I absolutely loved it. So I decided to repurchase it. It's been a while since I've had it. And then I also decided to purchase her Magic Eye Cream. I had a deluxe size sample of this and I had used it on a couple overnight weekends and just fell in love. So I decided to order that too. So I'm gonna start with the Magic Serum. Now I remember the last time that I used this, I flew through it. So I am gonna try to conserve it a little bit this time, and it comes in a dropper. And I've just been using 3 or 4 drops and it takes over my whole face. So I just do 1, 2, 3, 4 drops in my hand and apply that. Oh, oops, I have an eyelash. My eyelashes have been shedding lately. This smells so nice, feels so nice on the skin, and just makes it hydrated and glowy. There's that eyelash. Pesky little bugger didn't want to leave. Okay. Oh, just feels so nice. And then let's go in with a little eye cream. Just take a little bit, dab it here and here. This eye cream does have retinol in it. I'm still using my Shiseido eye cream. I prefer to wear this eye cream at night now just because it does have the retinol in it, but I wanted to use it in today's video just to show you. But I do still love my Shiseido Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream, and that's the one that I typically will wear during the day. And then because this eye cream does have retinol in it, I'll use this one at night. I don't really enjoy using retinols during the day just because, you know, your skin is super sensitive to the sun. I would just rather apply it at night. Okay, and then to apply the oil, I like to mix that in with my moisturizer. So I just take a little bit of moisturizer. You really don't need much, especially with the oil. And this bottle of oil is going to last forever because I only use 2 drops. Depending on, your skin type, you may want to use a little bit more, but I just use 2 drops, 1, 2, and mix that in with my moisturizer. And it just literally feels like silk going on the skin. Uh-oh. That's what happens when I apply my skincare on camera. But it just goes on so smooth. I bring that down my neck. Oh, you guys, this oil, first of all, it smells like a spa. And it's not a super thick oil at all. I mean, you can definitely tell it's an oil, but the consistency also kind of feels like a serum. It's like an oil serum mix is how it feels. It smells divine. If you like that like Aveda-y spa-like smell, you will really enjoy the scent of that oil. And it just, I use it morning and night and just my skin feels so soft. It just keeps my skin hydrated and plump and glowy. Honestly, the past 2 days I have not worn any makeup and I've just done my skincare and my skin has just been so like supple and hydrated and glowy all day, but it wears beautifully under makeup. You know, you might be thinking, oh, I don't want to wear an oil under my makeup because it's going to, you know, cause my makeup to break up on my face or I'm gonna look extra oily. Not at all. The complete opposite happens for me. I just feel like my makeup just wears so much better and my just skin looks so good. So I just wanted to share that with you guys if you've been on the fence. I know that the Sephora VIB sale is coming up at the beginning of April, and I imagine the oil will be in stores at Sephora for this sale. So if you've been wondering about the Charlotte Tilbury skincare, definitely add it to your Sephora VIB sale list because I have been absolutely loving it. I'm still working on my nighttime skincare routine, so when I definitely get that down pat and the products that I'm using like regularly, I will definitely update you guys on that. But I just felt like it was time for an update on skincare. I had been doing the same skincare routine for a couple of years now, and I just felt like it was time to change it up. And I felt like I was using some products that I didn't necessarily need to use anymore. So yeah, I just wanted to share the skincare with you guys. It just is so good. Seriously, if you've been on the fence, I definitely think that you need to give it a go. You absolutely need to try the collagen oil. If you try anything, this is just game changing. It's so good. Makeup is done. I will leave all of the makeup details down below in case you are interested in what I am wearing. But I wanted to share some new Miranda Fry pieces that I got for my birthday. My birthday was last week, March 10th, and I turned 34. It is my last year before I am officially considered in my mid-30s. So I did pick up two new pieces from Miranda Fry. One is a necklace. I'll lean up here. It's this chain here. This is called the Harlow. And I absolutely love this chain. It would be gorgeous on its own, but I did put two of my charms. This is the Naomi charm. And then they no longer sell this cross, but I added a cross charm to it too. I love adding different charms to my chains and like really personalizing it in that way. And then I got a bracelet. This is the Stella bracelet. I do have the Stella necklace as well. It's the same chain as this, but they no longer sell it on the site. But I wanted to work on my bracelet stack. I have not been taking these off. I have been wearing them 24/7. So this is the Mackenzie bracelet. I'm also wearing the Mackenzie necklace and then the Stella bracelet. So I love both of these. I feel like it's such a pretty everyday bracelet stack, and they're both super shiny and super pretty. And then the Mackenzie necklace. But Miranda Fry, if you're watching, I would love for you to sponsor me because I'm obsessed with you. We are going to go about the day. I'm gonna share with you guys what I eat. And I did get a request to share some of my favorite podcasts, so I figured I'd share that with you as well. Kason has karate this evening and Lainey has softball practice. We have been super busy ever since baseball season started. Both kids had a karate competition last weekend, or this past weekend. So yeah, we have been so busy. So I have been trying to prep my dinners and stuff during the day because our evenings are jam-packed and we like to eat before we go into our activities because we typically don't get home until late. And at that point, when we get home, I'm just to the kids, I'm like shower and bed. We don't have time for dinner after that. So we eat dinner pretty early during the week just because we kind of have to. But I'm gonna prep dinner and just kind of like share all of that. You guys are just gonna hang out with me today. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Like I said, makeup and jewelry, everything will be linked down below. So for lunch, I am doing a burger patty with cheese with no bun, and then I'm doing a large helping of fresh veggies with a side of homemade guacamole. And what I'm doing for my veggies, I wanted to mention to you guys, if you guys have a Kroger around you, this is a deal that you cannot pass up, and it's not just a weekly special. They always have this. It is this massive bowl of pre-cut fresh veggies. You've got a nice variety of color. You've got red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, you've got cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, and you have cucumber. It's only $10 for this giant container. This is such an easy way to get more veggies into your diet. I'm gonna start buying this every single week. I bought this for a get together that we had at our house not that long ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this for during the week so that I don't have to spend extra time cooking a veggie and I always have some on hand. So I made some homemade guacamole to go with it for dipping. You can also do hummus. Some of my favorite hummuses, I got 2 this week. So I got 2 hummuses this week. One is by Boarhead. It's the everything but the bagel hummus. It is so good. And then the other one that I got is the Boar's Head Fiery Chipotle Pepper. So these are also good dips for your veggies. I just think that this is just the perfect way to snack on veggies. And I really want to start getting the kids to eat better. They're addicted to crackers and the traditional junk. And what I want to start doing for their after school snacks is kind of making like a little charcuterie board for them to choose from, putting some nuts on there, different veggies, fruits, cheeses, maybe some pepperonis, little homemade Lunchable style things. So I'm gonna try to do that, maybe put a little homemade guac and maybe just get some plain hummus for them to try. And just make it readily available with some fruit on there. But I'll show you guys my bowl that I made. I will link these salad bowls below. I got them off of Amazon and I'm obsessed with them. They are so awesome. We eat on them every single night, but I just have a nice large helping of veggies, and this is a large bowl. It's larger than my head, but I've got my veggies, and then I made my homemade guac. A lot of grocery stores make pre-made guac, but guac is literally the easiest thing to make. You just get you an avocado, some fresh pico. I buy my pico pre-made already from HEB. It's so good. And then put some salt and peppercorn pepper in it. Lime juice too, you don't want to forget the lime juice, and it's just the best. So this is what I'm having as a pre-game to my meat selection for lunch today. I'm about to start cooking it right now. My burger is done. It is a Prime 1 ground beef 80/20. It was a pre-made or pre-formed burger patty from HEB. I like the black pepper and garlic encrusted ones. It's so good. I put a little Redmond's salt on top and then a slice of American cheese. I would, however, like to know y'all's favorite cheeses, preferably more natural cheeses or grass-fed cheeses. I use the Kraft Deli Deluxe American slices, and doesn't matter how delicious they are. I know that they are ultra processed. They are super tasty though, but I would love to utilize more natural cheeses. So if you have a favorite, please let me know. I just got home. I had to run a quick errand. I grabbed my absolute favorite, the brown sugar oat milk espresso. It is seriously the best drink ever. But I stopped at my mailbox and I wanted to share these with you guys. These are my new favorite sunglasses. How cute are these? And they are from Amazon. They are $15.99 and they are so freaking cute. I ordered another pair, like a big black thick plastic pair. Those will be in today, but these are my absolute new favorite sunglasses. I feel like they fit my face so well. They are super affordable. They do not feel like thin and flimsy. Like they feel just like so nice. I love the shape. I love how large they are. I love the color of the lens. They're so fun. And I love that they've got the little nose pieces because I love the way like plastic, big, giant, oversized sunglasses look on me. But without the feet, they just take off my makeup so badly, and there's literally nothing I can do to stop it. But the little feet, I have like very minimal wear when I have the little nose feet. So I wanted to share these with you guys. I will link them down below. They are So fun and so cute. Before I get into podcasts that I like, I wanted to share some She Reads Truth with you guys. So I've talked about She Reads Truth before, and I absolutely love the app. I ended up becoming a subscriber. So if you don't already know, She Reads Truth is a women's Christian Bible reading app. They provide a ton of different Bible studies. I also want to say I'm not sponsored. They have no idea who I am. I just truly love the app and the Bible studies. So last year, I purchased one of the Bible studies. It was the Read the Bible in a Year study, and I did it and I completed it, and that is something that I'm so proud of. It was such a rewarding thing to do. So this January, I decided to become a subscriber. It's $20 a month. You get access to every single Bible study. You don't have to be a subscriber. Their Bible studies are super inexpensive. Like most of them are like $1.99. They send you their like proper monthly Bible study in like book form every month. So this was the first one that I received, and the Bible study was all about fear. So it was called Do Not Fear, and it's just so aesthetically pleasing. I just love it so much. So my first month, it was Do Not Fear. Right now it's Lent season, so we're doing the Lenten study, and it's on Ezekiel. This is a very large Bible study just because the season is 40 days, so it's a larger study, but I absolutely love it so much. I just got my new one in the mail, which prompted me to talk about it here on camera. Super excited for the next study called The Armor of God. If you're a Christian and you're looking for new ways to get into your Bible and to get just some encouragement and hear God's word every day, I highly recommend the She Reads Truth app. Spending $1.99 here and there to have a Bible study already made out for you and give you a few chapters of your Bible to read every day is totally worth it. It's the best investment your soul could ever make. I really wanted to, it's been on my heart to talk to you guys about this again. I haven't talked about She Reads Truth in a while, but I am a huge fan. My allergies are so bad, so my throat's feeling kind of scratchy and sore. Now we'll get into my favorite podcasts. My absolute favorite podcasts to listen to are health and wellness podcasts, and I like to watch them in YouTube video form, listen to them like podcasts via YouTube, or utilize a podcast app. My favorite podcaster to listen to for health and wellness is Max Lugavere with The Genius Life. He has a YouTube channel. He's written multiple books, which I own all of them and have listened to them on audio. I actually just pre-ordered his cookbook, which comes out the end of this month. So I cannot wait for that to come in. I usually catch his YouTube videos because he has a little extra content in the YouTube videos than in the podcast app, but he is my favorite. I really agree with a lot of the things that he says, his philosophies, his lifestyle, what he chooses to eat. And he has so many different doctors and nutritionists and people that I am interested in listening to and listening to what they have to say. I've learned a lot. But he is awesome. I also recommend his books, The Genius Life and Genius Foods. I listened to both on audiobook and I own hard copies of both. Somebody else that I really enjoy is Dr. Mark Hyman. He also has a YouTube channel and he has his podcasts on the podcast app. I listen to the podcasts when I am in the car and things like that. But if I'm at home, I'll watch them via YouTube. He is the kind of inventor, not really inventor, but he talks about the Pagan Diet and is titled The Pagan Diet. I did purchase his Pagan Diet book, but I have not read it yet. The Pagan Diet is like mixing paleo and vegan together. He loves a lot of veggies, adding in some fruit and some protein. He does not utilize as much animal protein as Max Lugavere does. I utilize animal proteins like Max does, and then I like lots of veggies, and I am gonna start incorporating more fruits and Whole30 style carbs to my diet. But for the most part, I am a low carb eater. That's just what my body prefers and what from what I've learned, have preferred for myself as well. But both of those wellness podcasts do adopt a low carb lifestyle. I also like Be Well by Kelly. I have both of her books as well. They're actually right over there. It's Body Love and Body Love Every Day. I have not delved into her books yet, but I am going to. I'll probably also purchase them on audio. I love listening to health and wellness books via audio because it's sort of like a really long podcast, but I also like to have hard copies of all of my favorite wellness books and just books by people I enjoy. So out of all of the health and wellness people, those are my favorite. I also really love Dr. Ken Berry and his wife, Nisha Berry. They don't have a podcast necessarily, but I listen to their Monday Night Lives like I would a podcast. He recommends the keto and carnivore diet. He's a carnivore himself, but he does recommend the keto lifestyle for everybody. Nisha is a ketovore. She is an animal-based keto diet, so she has mainly meat and a little bit of veg. But I listen to all of their Monday Night Lives. I've listened to all the ones that they have on their YouTube channel. Doing my own research and listening to all of those podcasts, I just feel like the low carb lifestyle is for me, and I just truly believe, you know, all of the things that they talk about. So I don't want to go too much into it because I feel like everybody definitely should pick the diet that works best for them and the lifestyle that works best for them, and you definitely should do your own research on all things health and wellness and nutrition and all of that. Those are all the people that I really enjoy listening to and getting lifestyle, health and wellness and nutrition tips from. Another style of podcast that I enjoy is conspiracy podcasts. My favorite conspiracy podcast is The Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli. I absolutely love Sam Tripoli. He was in Houston, I think last summer, and we were not able to go. So the next time he comes to Houston, Kevin and I are both gonna go. We both love listening to Sam. He's absolutely hilarious. He's a comedian. He has a ton of different podcasts. Now, I don't believe all the conspiracies that, you know, he posts about, but I just think that they're super interesting to listen to, and he has some interesting characters that come on his show. So, you know, there are certain conspiracy things that I believe and that I'm super into, but I don't know, I just find conspiracy theories and the people that he has on his podcast and the things that he talks about super freaking entertaining and interesting. I also like religious podcast. So the churches that are my favorite to listen to, first is Woodlands Church. That is the church that Kevin and I are members of. We have been absolutely horrible. Like, as soon as COVID hit, we stopped going to church. Before that, we were going every single Sunday. But, you know, COVID hit, all the churches shut down for a little while. We also moved a year before that. We used to live like right down the street from our church. When we moved, now it's like a good 35 minutes to get to church. It's all excuses, I know. We really need to get back to going to church though, but I still listen to Pastor Carey every single week. So I love Woodlands Church. I also love listening to VU Church, Don Cherie, and is it Rich Wilkinson or Wilkes, something like that. But VU Church, it's spelled V-O-U-S. They're out of Miami. He and his wife, Don Cherie. I love Don Cherie. She preaches sermons every now and then. They have a lot of guest speakers. I don't know, I just really enjoy listening to the VU Church sermons. Another one that I like to listen to, I believe it's Life Church. Let me pull up my podcast app real quick. Yes, Life Church with Craig Groeschel. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but I'm gonna link all my podcasts down below so that you can check those out. I also really love Allie Beth Stuckey. She is a Christian-based political podcast. She's a Christian conservative political podcast. I'm a conservative Christian. In case you didn't know, I'm pretty sure you could put two and two together, and I don't feel like it's that big of a secret that I am a conservative. I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel. I follow her on Instagram. I'm subscribed to her podcast channel. I love her. I listen to or watch every single one of her podcasts. I am a big, big fan of her. Those are some of my favorite podcasts to listen to. You know, I've never really gotten into the crime podcasts. I know that those are like super big. Never really gotten into those. I don't know why. I just would rather listen to, honestly, I would rather listen to a wellness podcast, to be honest, because that's what I'm super passionate about. So passionate, in fact, that I've considered taking courses or classes or getting certified in something to do with health and wellness. Like, really, it's been a really big passion of mine lately. So I am definitely keeping those doors open and keeping my mind open to doing something like that. Especially since, you know, I'm pretty much an empty nester during the day now. I feel like, I don't know, that could be an avenue that I could look into. Along with podcast recommendations, I've been asked to share like what my favorite shows to watch are and favorite books to read and things like that. The book that I'm currently reading right now, which was a total surprise, I had pre-ordered it a long time ago and just kind of forgot that it was coming out. It's The War of Two Queens by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It's the 4th book in the Blood and Ash series. It's an adult fantasy series. I do love fantasy books. Like, that is one of my favorite things to read. I am so excited about this because I love the Blood and Ash series. I read the first book. I listened to the second two on audio. I have the fourth one in my Kindle right now, and I also have an Audible credit that I need to use, so I'll probably download the audio version of that. I love having the audio and the actual text in front of me to follow along with, but I am going to spend the next hour before the kids come home diving into that because I absolutely love that series and I am super excited to read this book. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit of everything kind of, but yeah, I will see you guys again in my next video. If you have any questions, comments, requests, leave them down below in the comments. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.